you stop?
We at
That was 7, huh?
yeah.
Okay. If thou dost well, shalt thou not be accepted. If thou dost not well, sin lieth at the door. And unto thee shall be his desire, and thou shalt rule over him. And Cain talked with Abel, his brother, and it came to pass, when they were in the field, that Cain rose up against Abel, his brother, and slew him. And the Lord said unto Cain, Where is Abel thy brother? And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper? And he said, What hast thou done? The voice of thy brother's blood crieth unto me from the ground. And now thou art cursed from the earth, which hast opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy hand. When thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength. A fugitive and a vagabond shalt thou be. And Cain said unto the Lord, My punishment is greater than I can bear. Behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth, and from thy face shall I be hid, and I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth. And it shall come to pass that every one that findeth me shall slay me. And the Lord said unto him, Therefore whosoever slayeth me, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. And the Lord set a mark upon Cain, lest any finding him should kill him. And Cain went out from the presence of the Lord and dwelt in the land of Nod on the east of Eden. And Cain knew his wife, and she conceived and bare Enoch. And he built him a city and called the name of the city after his son Enoch. And unto Enoch was born
So who is Cain today, man? Let's just get to it. Who is Cain today? Who is Cain today?
Who is Cain today?
Yeah, who's the seed of Cain today?
That's the Kenites.
The Kenites. Well, let's see some of the let's see what the seed of Cain do, right? Now let's go over here. It's let's go to 16. 4:16. It says, And Cain went out from the presence of the Lord and dwelt in the land of Nod in the east of Eden, right? And Cain knew his wife, and he conceived and bare Enoch. And he builded a city and called the name of the city after the name of his son Enoch. So who's known for building cities after their name on this earth today? Yeah, who's known for that? What people on this earth today build cities and call cities after their own name?
Good question.
Okay, I'm gonna give you another clue. All right, drop down to drop down to where is Tubal Cain? Right. Go down to 22. These are Cain's descendants and the traits of those who descended from him. And Zillah, she also bare Tubal Cain, an instructing of every artificer in brass and iron. Right? So who's known for making weapons today? Those are weapons. Brass and iron. Now, when you look at the people of the earth today, who's the first people on this earth that made weapons?
The first people on earth that made weapons.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna show you something.
The Adamite race.
I'm gonna show you something. Go to Psalms 149 and 17.
Psalms 149?
Psalms 149 and 17. All right. Matter of fact, go to 147 and 19. Read that.
149 what?
147 and 19. What's that say?
147? 147, 19.
And 19. What's that read?
And he shows his word unto Jacob.
He showeth his word unto Jacob. Read.
His statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
His statutes and his judgments unto Israel. Read number 20.
He hath not dealt so with any nation.
He hath not dealt so with any other nation.
And as for his judgments, they have not known them.
Right, so it's only one people that can pick up this book and understand it. Because to that people who we show his statutes and his judgments. As for the other people, they do not know him. So when you look at what happened in the garden, it's in the Bible. You just got to know where to find it. But we're talking about Cain because Cain is on this earth. And what I'm going to show you is that your race of people have the seed of Cain. And what you've done is destroyed your brother. You and I are brothers. You and I are brothers. We have the same father, but you came out wicked and I came out righteous. And I'm gonna show you that. Right. Go to Genesis.
Let me ask you a quick question.
Wait a minute before you ask that question. Let me show you in the Bible. Hold your question. Go to Genesis 25. Go to Genesis 25. Let me show you something.
Genesis 25.
And 21. Read that.
And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife,
Mm-hmm.
because she was barren, and the Lord was entreated of him.
Uh-huh.
And Rebekah his wife conceived.
Conceive. Read 22.
And children struggled together within her.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, if it be so,
Uh-huh.
why am I thus?
Uh-huh.
And she went to inquire of the Lord.
Right, so she had twins in her belly, right? And she's in extreme pain.
That would be Jacob and Esau.
Go to 23.
And the Lord said unto her, two nations.
Two nations are in her womb, right? Read.
Okay. Sorry, I lost.
Two
And
nations.
the first
Hold on,
came
go
out
back to
red,
23.
all over like
Hold
an
on.
hairy garment.
Go to 23.
And they called his name Esau.
You gotta go back to 23. You missed something. You missed something.
And the Lord said unto her,
Uh-huh.
two nations are in thy womb.
Two nations
Two manner
are,
of people shall be
and
separated
two
from thy bowels.
manner of people shall be separated
And
from
the
her
one
bowels.
people shall be stronger than the other.
So we know who the stronger is,
And
right?
the elder shall serve the younger.
And the elder shall serve the younger in the end, right? Read.
And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold,
There was.
there were twins in her womb.
What the first come out look like?
And when the first come out red,
Red. Look at your skin.
all over.
Hold on. Look at your skin.
I know what color I am.
Look. What color are you?
But here's
Wait a minute. Answer the question. What color are you? Cause
I'm
you
a
in the
mix of
Bible.
many.
You're red, man. And you're hairy all over. Read it
You
again.
are too.
No.
You're hairy all
No.
over.
I'm brown. Read that. Read it again. You are Esau. Listen to this. And the first came out red, all over like a hairy garment. And they called him Esau. And after that came out his brother, and his hand took hold of Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them, right? Because Jacob came out like the rest of the people on the earth. But Esau bore the mark of Cain, which was leprosy. You bear. Wait, no. Let me finish. You bear the mark of Cain, which is leprosy. You have no melanin. That's a curse. That's what I'm saying. You came out red, and you're hairy all over. So that's how we know how to identify Esau today, and we can identify even you more because you're all over the Bible. Go to Obadiah 1. Ask your
Before we
question.
do that, I'm going to get to ask my question.
Get your question.
Okay. Do you or do you not believe that your spirit is eternal? Yes or no?
My spirit is eternal, man.
Okay. Now, Is the flesh eternal?
No. All flesh returns back to the dirt.
All flesh turns back to the dust. Which it was created.
What's your question?
So, if your spirit is eternal and your flesh is not, why do you identify with your flesh instead of your eternal spirit?
Why do I identify with my flesh?
Your flesh is temporary.
So you talking about my nationality?
Huh?
What are you talking? What are you speaking of? Nationality?
I'm speaking of the flesh, just like my flesh. It is temporary.
Hey, that's got because the Most High created it. It's important.
Did you see? It
It's
also
important.
speaks in that Bible.
Let me show you something.
Let
Let me show you something. All right, go to
know where that circumcision of the heart is, right?
Go to Obadiah. Let me show you
You see,
something.
you won't sit there and change my mind upon what I know, but the guys
That's fine.
that I know,
That's
has
fine.
showed me.
Well, let's just trade scriptures, and hopefully I can learn something. But let me show you something. Go to Obadiah, because I'm sure I can learn something from it.
How you not know where your own judgment
My pages are all folded together.
You all right? Go to Obadiah 3 and 4. Okay, find that. Go to Job 9 and 24. If you can find Job, go there.
You get these things either way.
I'll read it for you. It says this. This is Obadiah chapter 1, verse 3. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start at 1. It says, the vision of Obadiah, thus saith the Lord, concerning Edom, or Esau, right? We have heard a rumor from the Lord, an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, let us rise up against her in battle. So the Most High is against Edom, or Esau. You understand that? Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. The pride of thine heart have deceived thee, right? Because the white man think everything is his. He think when he look at the earth, he think he marks the sea and says, hey man, you can't fish here, you can't, you can't sail here, you can't do anything here. He takes lands, this is my land, he puts his name there. He thinks the whole world is for him. That's the mind, the pride of his heart has deceived him, right?
So you're saying that's what I believe. That's what I think.
I'm gonna tell you, it is. You don't have to believe it. You don't have to believe it. But check it out. It says, this is what he says. The pride of thine heart have deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock. So your race of people are from the Caucasus Mountains. So the Bible is describing you to the T. That's why you call yourself Caucasians, because you derive from the Caucasus Mountains. Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, and everything that you build is high. Skyscrapers, you even try to go to Mars or the moon. Everything that you build, when you build a city, a skyscraper, you want to go all the way to the top floor, and you want to look down, right? Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? And here's your calling card, though. Verse 4. Though thou exalt thyself as an eagle. And what nation that does that, right? Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord, right? Because you exalt your nest among the stars. You're the only nation that tried to go to the moon. You try to go to the moon. It don't matter. You exalt it. Esau tried. It's the pride of his heart, right?
They can't get to you.
But look, hey, I don't smoke, man. I don't smoke, Esau. You see what I'm saying?
Alright, we'll back up a little bit.
Back up a little bit. So you don't believe you Esau?
What I believe, brother, is this. They are the circumcised of the heart. And they are the circumcised of the flesh. Those who are circumcised of the heart, or how they speak that of divine, when you splice two vines together. You know what
I'm listening to you. I'm listening.
Well, those who are spliced into the vine of Israel are also of Israel.
So you saying that you the wild olive branch? Go to Deuteronomy 28:68. I want you to read this real quick.
Those who are circumcised of the heart.
So are you circumcised of the heart? Then why are you killing yourself with the cigarette, man? It's your own self, man. You speaking. You can't destroy your body. The Most High said, "He who destroys his temple, he gonna destroy." I'm paraphrasing, but you sitting there with a
How
Bible
often do you
and
fast?
how often do I fast? A
How
lot.
often do you take a
A
meal?
lot. The point being, open up your Bible,
Do
man.
you have a lot?
Open up
Do
your
you
Bible.
ever eat fast food?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
But look.
that is just as bad.
The point, no, you barely breathing, man. You barely breathing over there. What I want you to do is open up the Bible and preach up out of there. That's what I want you to do. You talking to me in that Southern gospel that done killed our people, but you ain't read one scripture out that Bible. Open it up, man. I want you to read Deuteronomy 28:60. I want to show you something.
From this far, I can barely hit.
Deuteronomy 28:60. I want you to read that.
28:60.
Deuteronomy 28:60. Read it out loud. Can you hear? Can you read it out
It
loud?
says, moreover, he will bring upon thee all the diseases of Egypt, which thou was afraid of.
Is that 28? That's not 28:68. 28:68.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way there where I spoke unto you. Thou shalt see it no more again, and that ye shall be sold unto your enemies,
To
for
your
bondmen
enemies.
and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
Right. So that's what your people did to the children of Israel. You brought us over here on ships, and we were sold to our enemies. This is prophecy. Wait a minute. This is prophecy.
Brought y'all over here on ships.
You did. Your ancestor did.
No.
Your ancestors did. You want to run from it?
You see, the ones who brought those here, Barbary Coast pirates.
Barbary Coast, and who was those Barbary Coast pirates?
Now, the Moors, do you know who the Moors were?
Listen, man.
The Moors were dark-skinned Muslims.
Listen here, man. I can Google you right now. The white man that brought my ancestors over here on slave ships. Now, be a man and don't lie about slavery, man. Don't say white man didn't bring black man over here on slave ships.
Some did, yes. But who supplied the majority of the slaves?
The damn. What do you mean?
The Barbary Coast pirates.
No, man. No.
Oh, yes.
It don't. None of that matters, man. The Bible just said that you will be brought over here in slave ships and sold to your enemies. Do you
Mind your enemies.
Thus saith the
How are
Bible.
your enemies?
Because the Bible just said it. Do you believe the Bible?
I believe every
Do
word
you
of the
believe?
Bible.
So then you must believe this. The Bible just said that the true Israelites of the Bible, not those fake Jews over there in Jerusalem, pretending to be us, but they look just like you.
Let me ask you.
It's hold on. It says
Do you utilize that star which
it's-
they give you?
it says
Or
listen.
do you utilize the emblem of?
I'm gonna read it again. And the Lord shall bring thee again into Egypt with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondwomen, for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy thee, right? So the Lord said when we came over here off these slave ships, that we would be sold into our enemies. So yes, Esau, you are my enemy. I'm gonna go to Psalms 82 and 1, because this Bible you never knew, because it's not for you. It was written to the children of Israel.
So why do you think that I am your enemy?
Because the Bible says so,
What have I
Esau.
done to you?
Listen to this.
Now,
It's what
does
your
it not
it's what
say,
your people done to
"He
my
who
people,"
loves-
and what you can turn on the
he who hates
news,
his brother does not
and-
know God.
and that's you.
Okay.
That scripture is speaking of you, right?
You're saying I am your enemy. If
Listen.
I'm your enemy, then you hate me.
I hate what God
so
hates.
if you hate
I hate
me,
what
how
God
could
hates.
you know my father?
Listen. This is
Have you ever been in the front of the Lord in the spirit?
I've been in front of the devil. This is Psalms 2.
Tell me, what does
Verse
the devil
1.
look like?
What do the devil look like?
What does the devil look like?
Let's get it. Go to Proverbs 6 and 16.
No, you said
I'm
you've been
finna
in
tell
front
you.
of him. What does he look like?
I'm finna show you. I'm finna show you the mirror. This is Psalms. This Proverbs chapter 6 and 16. These 6 things doeth the Lord hate. Yea, 7 are abomination unto him. A proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that deviseth wicked imaginations, feet that be swift in running into mischief, a false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren. See, all these things describe you. Hey, who is the most pompous man in the?
Have you ever been in the spirit at the foot of the throne? Yes or no?
I've been in front of the devil all my life. That's what I'm telling you, man.
No. Have you
No.
ever been in front of your heavenly Father?
The thing is I'm trying to tell you who you are.
What I'm
You
trying
see what I'm
to tell
saying?
you,
I'm trying to tell you.
I've been at the foot of the
You've
throne.
been, and what does it look like?
It is a beautiful white.
It's a beautiful
throne.
thing. Okay, well let me
And
ask
I
you this.
could not see my
Okay.
Lord's face because all I could see was up to his shoulder, and Satan was at the foot of him.
Right,
fighting
he
against
just
man.
said that he hated
That
a lying tongue.
Said the, huh?
The Bible just said that he hated a lying tongue.
Yes.
And you said that you've been at the foot of the throne.
Yes.
Okay, so continue.
Which tells me you are so misconstrued on
Misconstrued on the scriptures. No, you can't. You're turning red. Look at your face, man. No, you don't understand it. That's why you're killing yourself.
I have.
That's why you're killing yourself. What do you think should happen about slavery? Do you think that the Most High has forgotten about what your people done to my people? Are you righteous? You love God? Okay, so what do you think should happen about what your people done to my people? We don't even have to put my people in there. What do you think should happen to what your people done to the Native Americans? You see that? What do you think? What do you think should happen to your people for putting all those so-called Mexicans in cages down at the border? See, your people have slaughtered all peoples of the
by
earth.
Obama.
You see that?
Your people.
You see that? You see that? Watch
He was
him.
like those
He crafty.
pictures that they have of
You
those
see the
kids
devil?
in cages.
You see the
from
devil?
when he was in office.
You see the devil?
Unreal, brother.
Yeah.
It's, you can look on the timestamps on
Right.
pictures.
Right.
You can find it all on Google, like you was talking about earlier.
Right.
There's evil in all races of men, and there's righteousness
Gonna cut you.
in all races of men, because there is circumcision.
I'm gonna give you this script, man.
I'll pray for you.
You can't pray for me. God heareth not your prayers, man. That's why He's causing you to kill yourself. You see what I'm saying? And today you're meeting your judgment. Thus saith the
Before
Lord.
long,
I'm
going
speaking.
to be dead
I'm
anyway.
speaking you your judgment.
And when I'm dead,
And when you're dead,
What's
we're going to
going to
take
happen?
you got a son? You got a son?
my son is already dead.
See that? That's judgment. You got a grandson?
You think that's judgment?
That's judgment. You got a grandson?
That's tribulation.
That's judgment. Do you have a grandson?
Yes, I do.
He going into slavery. My son is going to have your grandson in slavery. That's what's going to happen. Thus saith the Lord.
You know it.
You want to hear it? Let's
If
give
you
it to you.
know the truth of
This is
what
Isaiah.
slavery is right now.
Hey, we
every last
we,
one of us in this
we
country
in
are
slavery.
slaves
No, your
right
people
now.
are going into
Why?
bondage, right?
Think about this. If someone is entitled to your work, to what you earn, is that not what's considered a slave master? Your check, my check, every other person in this country's paycheck. Do they not take out money from you before you ever get it?
We already know
The
that
government
we already
sees
know that we in
themselves
captivity.
as a slave master.
We already know that we in captivity. Just because you fell down from heaven don't got nothing to do with us. Because this is your kingdom. You should be on top. Matter of fact, hey, you are on top. But this is Isaiah. This is Isaiah 14:1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land, right? And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. So we're going to take your sons. And the people shall take them and bring them in their place. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. So we're going to take your little Beckys, the little Joes, all your grandsons, all your cousins, and we're gonna get, it's called a big payback, right?
Well, we're gonna end this
And they shall
conversation.
take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors.
I'll give you the message
Thus saith the
Lord
Lord.
told me.
Hey, you don't have too much time left on this
And he
earth.
sat there and told me.
That's
"Tell
the
all
message of the
Christians
Lord.
who are here,
And
prepare
all
for
things
war.
that your people
Time
did
of
to my
tribulation
people
is appointed.
have come to a point of
Persecution
now,
Christians have
and you
begun.
being judged.
Those who sit there and are called by my father's name are my fathers.
Your father's the devil. Look how red he is. You could barely get up them steps, man.
Man,
Yeah, your time is now.
I feel sorry. I'm gonna pray for you.
No, God don't hear
I
your
pray
prayers,
that
man.
the Lord open your eyes.
don't hear your prayers,
Let you see
man.
that this flesh that
Hey, if
you
you
are
make
in
it, you going into
is
slavery
nothing.
too. But you probably gonna be a
It's
bad
all
slave though.
about
You can't
spirit.
use him. You gonna be stuck.
You finished recording, boo. You have fun. Have a nice day.
That red devil.